Technically, I have been unemployed since November 2019, but somehow I've been able to survive and I've been able to live a comfortable life, create a comfortable path for myself in the years since. And I've been doing this through freelancing. Got a car, laptop, office desk, office chair, and a lot of many other things. I've done that from nothing, by myself, brick by brick, like Franklin said.
I built this shit, me, brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And in this video, I am celebrating my 3rd anniversary as a freelancer. I started freelancing in June 2020. I had no clients, no idea what I was doing. All I did was watch YouTube videos and tried my luck at this very, very undiscovered path. But luckily for me, I have managed to generate some success. 20k plus on Upwork, 4k plus from Fiverr, and a lot of money outside the freelance platforms as well. And this month and next month, all my videos will be about my freelance journey. I'm not going to be teaching that this has to do this, this has to do that, use Wise, use Payoneer. I'm not going to do those things because there are so many videos on the channel talking about those things. My last video has only 12 views, so it kind of didn't motivate me to shoot videos, because how can I take hours to do a video and get only 12 views? But then again, let's get straight into it. So in this video, I'll be talking about my experience as a freelancer, and I'll be answering 10 questions from ChatGPT about my freelancing career. So these are very, very interesting questions and I can't wait to get into them. My name is Rick. Welcome to my channel once again about freelancing. Shout out to each of my 349 subscribers. I'm very, very grateful, and I will produce content like this more and more often. Thank you for watching. Let's get straight into it. First question: what inspired you to take the leap and become a freelancer 3 years ago? The answer to that question has been mentioned in many videos, any of my past videos. I had no option. I realized that my job wasn't paying me enough to be able to afford certain comforts in life. When will I be able to rent a place, buy a car, buy a laptop, buy things that I need to make my life easier? When will I be able to do that? So I took a leap of faith. I quit my job, and then initially I wanted to travel for scholarships. That didn't work out, and then I ended up trying freelancing after searching ways to make money online on Google. So I saw lots of YouTube videos. I was like, this is something I have to try. There was no way, like if I failed in freelance, like there's no way I could imagine failing as a freelancer, because I had no other option. One thing I now mentioned, that freelancing isn't something that you can do part-time. You are likely to fail if you do it part-time. You have a job and you're like, oh, I'm looking for extra money, so I'm going to try and freelance. No, you have to treat this like a full-time job, because especially as a beginner, you don't have a reputation. The only thing you can do is to put in the work. You have to put in the work, make sure your profile is fantastic, make sure you offer relevant skills, make sure you're good at what you offer, apply for jobs constantly. There's a lot of stress. Freelancing is not easy at all. So I did it. I had no other option. I had no plan B. It was freelance or nothing, because jobs in Ghana pay terrible. And if I failed, if I got another job in Ghana paying, let's say 2,000 cedis at that time, that's like less than $200, I would still be going to work at that time. But my inability to secure a job in that period managed to lead me to freelancing. So at times in life, things happen for a reason. So anytime something bad happens, I always look at the bright side. Things were really down, things were really low. I was at my lowest points, and I started trying freelancing, and step by step it gets better. Freelancing is a high progressive thing. What I mean by that is that if you get a little in one client, you go up a little bit. Another client, you go up a little bit. You keep going, you don't go down, because the more you work for, the more reviews and testimonials you get, and then the more jobs you can get, or the more reputable you become. So yeah, the reason why I went to it because I was broke. I had no other option. Ghana jobs are not for me. I've retired from working for companies in Ghana full time. I said that a long time ago. That's for the first question. Now time for question 2. How has your perception of freelancing evolved over the past 3 years? This is a very interesting question. Like, how has my perception of freelancing evolved in the past 3 years? I think I still believe it works. I still believe if you are good at something, you can offer it to somebody. Even if not on freelance platforms, you can approach people on LinkedIn, you can approach people via cold emails and tell them that, hey, I can do social media posts for you, blah, blah. If they give you a chance, you kill it and you secure a contract for yourself. You can easily do that. My evolution is, at first, I thought only freelance platforms you can get clients from. I thought you have to join Fiverr and Upwork by all means, but no. I think now if you have a skill, you can directly approach CEOs. Even if I was a CEO of a company and the company is making a lot of money and you come to me with a solid portfolio that, hey, I want to manage your social media. I've managed my own social media. I've grown the following from 0 to 2,000 in 2 weeks. And I like your brand. I like what you're talking about, blah, blah. You send me a note like that. And I'm a CEO of a company. And I don't really have any social media person, I have money to spend, I will employ you. So there are many people you can answer their pain points without them knowing. I got a job at a digital marketing company last year just from a random cold email. You know, it's actually 2 years. I stopped like June. They let me go like June, yeah. But I started like November 2021. So that's how my thought of freelance has evolved. Like, it's not strictly Upwork, Fiverr. Just be good at something and then offer it outside the freelance. Approach people outside the freelance platforms, and then you can find a way to succeed. So that's how my viewpoint of freelancing has evolved. So now on to question 3. What have been the most rewarding aspects of your freelance career so far? Interesting question, ChatGPT. Well, the most rewarding aspect is my freedom. Like, my previous job, I used to work 6 days a week, Monday to Friday, then Saturday I work and close like 2 p.m. Every day, holiday, Christmas, everything I'm going. I never missed a day on holiday. So 2.5 years, for the most part, I worked 6 days a week. I had no time for anything else. And freelancing taught me that you can actually have a lot of free time for yourself if you do not commit full time to one company. Believe me, if I was in the US, I'll probably commit full time to one company because they pay very well. $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year and the likes. They pay very well. You are very, very good. They treat you well. But Ghana, on the other hand, some companies pay like $2,000 a year, $1,000 a year. Like, is that crazy in these streets? So the best way to navigate is freelancing. If you have someone that you can do some few tasks that take like 3 hours every day for 5 days a week, that's 15 hours. And then the person says, well, I'll give you $300 for that week work. 3, 4, 12, that's like $1,002. You are over 10,000 Cedis a month just for 3 hours of work a day for somebody. So the rest of the day you are actually free. You're free. Like, you have no pressure, no responsibilities. Like, there's no have to go for this meeting and your stomach doesn't turn because you're worried about meeting this boss. No one shouting on you. Like, it has, the freedom aspect has been the biggest quirk. I've said in many videos that I can decide to go out anywhere. If I want to watch a movie at the mall right now, I can just get up, sit in my car, drive to the mall, watch a movie, chill, come back. If I want to go out in the morning, afternoon, evening, I can just shift my schedule in a way that gives me the opportunity. So the freedom was eye-opening. I never knew about freelancing until 2020. I never knew there was a way of just offering services without that attachment and that added pressure. So I love the freedom, and one day I will travel around the world and all those things. So that's the biggest thing. So on to question 4. Can you share a specific project experience or client experience that has been memorable to you? I have worked with over 100 different clients all over the world, like US, Australia, UK, Switzerland, Kenya, Ghana, Singapore, India, Denmark, Sweden, heck, so many different countries in the world. I've worked with so many people. I've worked on so many different projects in these 3 years. I have had good conversations with people all over the world, and freelancing, things always come to an end. It's rare to get a job that goes on for over a year, because you're like a mercenary. They hire that, can you do this for me? You charge high, you get paid well, and you do the job and you move on. So, but one of the memorable ones is back in my logo design days. My first logo design job was on Fiverr. It was a $150 logo. I was a beginner. I used Canva for that logo. Just combined elements and made it look very posh, very nice. And making $150 just for designing a logo that took me like 3-4 hours to work on, it blew my mind. Then my mind went to calculation mode that, hey, if I can make this amount of money in this number of hours, then it's actually possible to multiply it by this, and I can make this in a month. So that's a memorable one. Another memorable one is another logo design on Fiverr. It's $300 logo that I did for someone on Fiverr. Like, that was also 2020, October 2020. It blew my mind. Like, the other jobs I got that month won't even reach $100, and just one job I made $300 from that. That was crazy. It was another logo design for a board game the guy created, so I had to make it personalized, and it was a fun project. I love logo design jobs, but I stopped doing it because I stopped doing it. I've not really stopped, but I've not got any logo jobs for like 2 years, because to me it's not really profitable. Like, you do it once, you never hear from them again. You don't want to say, hey, get out of here, we are done with you, get out. But writing, if you do it, hey, can you do this one too? You do it, can you do this one too? So writing is much better. So those two are super memorable. Apart from that, yeah, it's basically normal. A few writing gigs that have gone over a year are also quite memorable. So yeah, that's it. Next question. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned in your 3 years as a freelancer? Biggest lesson I've learned. Oh la 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 la. What I've been teaching. Like, everything I learn, I teach. Like, because I want to give people the opportunity that I never had. So some of the biggest things I have learned: learn a relevant skill, keep applying, don't treat freelancing like a side job that you do it like once every 2 days, 3 days. There's always something to work on. Don't pick jobs from shady people. Always vet your clients before accepting to work for them, because you may end up having a bad review or a bad experience, which is worse than having no experience. Keep adding to your skills. If you've done something for somebody that isn't in your gig list, add it to your gig list and keep expanding. And many other tips I've shared on this channel. There are so many lessons I've learned, and every time I learn something, I preach, I post it out there. So anyone who finds it useful, if it's just one person who finds it useful, I am happy. I've helped a person in a little way. That's why I still do it, even though my last video had 12 views. So I think I'll spread this into 2 parts. So this is the first part of the video, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you for making it this far. These are 5 out of 10 questions I've answered, and see you on the next one to see the rest of the questions and answers. subscribe please, and click a thumbs up. I enjoy having you here, and also feel free to email. I always reply my emails, and feel free to type on the comments section below. I want to create between this month and July, all my contents will be specifically to comment section. You type a question, I can create a video out of it, or I can combine the questions and then create content out of that. That's what I'm looking to do, to celebrate my 3 years anniversary without a job in Ghana, but working as a freelancer. So thank you for watching once again. See you on the next one. Peace.